Welcome, I'm the Loud Little Ducky. Today we are going to go over updates on Laura Owens, look at the judge's ruling on the attorney's fees, and also look at the completed police report from when she called the police on Gillespie, Maraschini, and Clayton Eckerd. Because everybody's going to hurt her in her warped up mind. So let's jump right in. Okay, so we have the police report from Scottsdale Police Department, and this is from June 11th, 2024. Officer Boatwright. Narrative. The synopsis is, on 6/11/24, so the day after Owens v. Eckerd, Laura Owens claimed that Clayton Eckerd, Michael Maraschini, and Gregory Gillespie all violated her active orders of protection against them. The incidents occurred on multiple occasions as detailed in the report and attached documents. Call comments. On June 11th, 2024, I was wearing my designated police uniform and on-body camera and driving a fully marked Scottsdale police patrol vehicle at approximately 13:03 hours, which is 1:03 p.m. I was dispatched to a delayed violation of an order of protection at redacted. Interview with Laura. Oh joy, can't wait to hear what she has to say. I then called the reporting party, who identified herself to me verbally as Laura Owens. I asked Laura to explain to me what happened, and the following is what she told me. She explained that on 6/10, 3 different men, whom she has an order of protection against, all came to town to conspire against her and create a smear campaign. No, that is not why they came to town. They came to town because there was a court hearing in which you and Clayton were parties against each other. And then Gillespie and Maraschini were witnesses. So, lying from the start. And it's so easy to prove because the officer is going to figure out that there was a court date. And so no, they didn't just come to town and have a guy's night and like, oh, let's go taunt our victim. That is not what happened. It is in her demented mind, but that's not reality. She stated that she was in court on the 10th and that Michael Maraschini violated her order of protection by appearing as a witness in a court hearing where he was asked to testify as a witness. So at least she's telling him there was court. So she is already contradicting her statement about they came to town to conspire against her in a smear campaign. No, they came into town for a court hearing. She stated that the judge that presided over the hearing knew about the order of protection and allowed Michael to testify and stay in the courtroom. Yes, she was going to allow him to testify, but he did not testify. She stated that her attorney told her that this posed a significant threat to her safety and well-being and that it violated the strict no-contact rule in the order. To quote her further, Judge Mata allowed Michael Maraschini to stay despite my restraining order, stating judicial branch security will ensure the safety of all parties while at the Northeast facility. Additional accommodations will be considered as requested. This statement does not justify the violation of my protection order, as the presence of court security does not replace the legal protections granted by the restraining order. She stated that the hearing was related to a paternity case against Clayton Eckerd, whom she also has an order of protection against and is also guilty of violating her protection order. She said that. The officer didn't. He's just saying what she said. Laura then sent me an email detailing how Clayton Echard and Gregory Gillespie, she also has an order of protection against Gregory, have violated her orders of protection by indirectly causing their substantial following on social media to harass her. Yeah, like they just have, well, Clayton has followers. I don't know about Gillespie, but no, none of them have incited harassment against you. You think people speaking the truth or giving an opinion is harassment. Well, that's not the definition of harassment. She states that Clayton has appeared on multiple podcasts saying about Laura, she is dangerous and she needs to be prosecuted. Yeah, and the judge agrees that you needed to be prosecuted. It should be noted that she could not cite an instance where any of the three males asked their followers to harass her. That's because it didn't happen, and she's living in Delulu land. Laura states that Gregory violated her order by posting, "Stop this woman. No one should cave to her harassment. She is dangerous." Laura stated that these posts and comments on podcasts are violations because these statements are untrue and defamatory in nature, and they incite their followers to further harass her. Because they said this woman is dangerous and that people need to stop this woman, that's not inciting or telling Clayton to stop this woman, or the police need to stop this woman, is not telling followers to harass her. They're just stating facts. Laura then cites from one of the orders of protection, defendant shall not communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding plaintiff online, including but not limited to on social media, and shall not cause others to communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding plaintiff online or otherwise. Well, good thing they didn't do that. Because number one, it says they can't communicate untrue things. Good thing they're telling the truth. And they're not posting harassing comments. Echard's claim. Laura claims that Clayton violated her order by stating on podcast she is dangerous and she needs to be prosecuted. The details are listed above, and stating an opinion about a court case and her on a public platform does not violate the order. Thank you, Officer Boatwright. Gillespie's claim. Laura claims that Gregory violated her order by posting, "Stop this woman. No one should cave to her harassment. She is dangerous." It should be noted that these opinions were posted on a public platform, and nowhere in the post does it incite his following to harass her, nor is it direct communication with the plaintiff. Yeah, they're not talking to you. And why are you following them? Like, how are you seeing that? Because I'm pretty sure it's on private. So you're stalking them. Maraschini claim. Laura claims that Michael violated her order against her by attending a court hearing where he was summoned as a witness to testify. He had a subpoena. To quote Laura and the judge who presided over the case, Judge Mata allowed Michael Maraschini to stay despite my restraining order, stating Judicial Branch security will ensure the safety of all parties while at the Northeast facility. Additional accommodations will be considered as requested. Laura claims that a standing Maricopa Superior Court judge assisted in violating the order along with Michael. Further, it should be noted that Laura sent me an email outlining all the instances where all three of the orders were violated, all of which are tied to comments made on public platforms. Laura also attached the valid and active orders against the 3 men. All the documents and emails will be attached in the report. There is no clear violation of any of the court orders. Yeah. So nobody violated anything. This is not going to get you any further. This just makes you look bad again and is why you need to be prosecuted. The email. Hi, officer. I apologize for any confusion during our phone conversation and appreciate your attention to this urgent matter. Since I've had to renew the restraining orders against Michael Maraschini and Greg Gillespie before, I am familiar with the process and know how important it is to report any violations. Well, the officer says there's no violations, and we know you are very clear and familiar with restraining order things because that's all you do. A man doesn't want to date you, doesn't want you to have a baby, you file a restraining order. As you can tell from the video I am attaching, the 3 men I have a restraining order against, Clayton Echard, Michael Maraschini, and Greg Gillespie, are coming together to try to paint me as the abuser because I have orders against them. No, that is not why they're trying to paint you that way. They are stating facts and truth, and they are talking about you faking pregnancies. That's what they're doing. She says this is their vendetta against me. I don't think you know the meaning of somebody who has a vendetta against you. Because this ain't it. In the past, I have not pushed hard for prosecution, but given their coordinated efforts to harass me themselves, as well as incite harassment against me on Clayton's platform, his Instagram has 295,000 followers. I would like that to happen now. Well, that's not happening. Sorry. Just because you're possibly going to be up for prosecution doesn't mean that everybody else gets up for prosecution. Nice try. I am attaching detailed accounts of how Clayton and Michael have violated the order. For Greg Gillespie, I wanted to report that he has engaged with Michael Maraschini on one of Clayton's posts on social media, calling me dangerous despite the fact that I have never committed a crime. Yes, you have. You've committed multiple. Additionally, Greg appeared in the video and I referenced above, further violating the order by causing others to harass me indirectly. That's not how any of this works. You don't know anything. Why do you gotta be so dumb? Given the gravity of these violations and ongoing harassment, I urgently request that the appropriate action be taken against Greg Gillespie, Clayton Echard, and Michael Maraschini for their clear and deliberate breaches of their restraining order. I know this is confusing, but I can be reached anytime for questions. Thank you. All the best. Oh my God, she signed it all the best. Of course she did. You say they're clear and deliberate. The officer found there was no violations. So maybe you don't know the law as well as you want to pretend you do. Then it's got the offense she wanted, interfere with court order, violation for Greg. And then involved people is Owens, Echard, Gillespie, and Maraschini. And they go through that. And then they have the attached addendums, and then it has Clayton, Greg, Owens, was an ex of Clayton, an ex of Gregory, and an ex of Maraschini. Here is one of the attachments. It says, "Stop this woman. No one should cave to her harassment. She is dangerous." And then the comment, "Dangerous is an understatement," which I agree with those remarks. Oh, 161 people. Well, yeah, has a massive amount of followers. Like, seriously, stop it, Laura. All right. Then we have on June 16th, 2024, narrative. Further, on June 16th, 2024, I was made aware that Laura had sent more evidence of further violations of the court orders. One of the documents that was sent to me was an email that Gregory Gillespie sent to Laura's attorney stating, "Hey, loser, glad it didn't go your way. Like, in any way possible, LMAO. Enjoy your trip. You know, I think a new city for you might be a great idea." Laura herself stated, while this email was not sent directly to me, it is about me and contributes to the pattern of harassment and intimidation. It should be noted that the order of protection does not include Laura's attorney as a protected party. Yet Gregory was just giving his well wishes. Yeah, once again, it wasn't to you. It's just like her claiming Maraschini went to a gym. I wasn't there, but he went to the gym that I go to and he goes to. My mom ran into him, or a friend of mine ran into him. No, I wasn't there. Nobody talked to me. Nobody was associating with me, but they broke the restraining order because they're connected to me. Yeah, nobody is protected. You and Buttons were protected. Additionally, Laura cites comments that Gregory made on Instagram saying, "It takes a village, way to hang in and fight, Monday was a good day, and P.S. watch out for that JD curse," which is Jane Doe. "You could be a father in 36 months, and thank you. Yeah, it's nicer having the truth out in the open and a community that has your back. That's what it takes to beat a criminal like her. And finally, pretty soon, you know who will be named publicly. When that day comes, let's keep an eye out so that no one else joins this fraternity." Yeah, they don't want there to be any more victims of Owens. They don't want any guy to go through that. They would not wish this on their worst enemy. It should be noted that none of these comments included Laura's name. None of them show Gregory asking people to harass Laura, and all of them are opinions made on a public platform. Based on the new information given by Laura, I still stand that there has been no clear violation of court orders. Bravo, Mr. Boatman, or Boatwright. Bravo. And then they put the people involved. Owens listed 3 times because she's the ex of these 3 men. And it's just ridiculous. Like, nobody's talking to me, but it is a violation because they said my name. Or they're somewhat talking about, like, stop it. And how are you seeing those things? I get the attorney thing, because no doubt Jingers showed that to you, but whose social media are you stalking, Laura? You talk about these men stalking you. You're stalking them. Get out of their butts and move on with your life. And then, of course, we had on August 19th the application for attorney's fees and cost. It says In the Owens v. Eckerd, this matter having come before the court upon respondent's application for attorney's fees and costs, and upon considering a respondent's affidavit of attorney's fees and costs, China Doll affidavit, filed on July 8, 2024, and petitioner's response/objection filed on July 29, 2024, and good cause appearing, it is ordered entering judgment in favor of respondent and against petitioner as and for attorney's fees and cost in the sum of $149,219.76. It is further ordered the petitioner shall satisfy the judgment within 180 days of entry of this judgment and order. If petitioner fails to do so, said judgment shall accrue interest at the legal rate until paid in full. Done in open court, August 16, 2024. Signed, the Honorable Judge Julie Mata. So she has to pay. And 180 days. Let's see what 180 days is. 180 days from 8/19/24. Alright. 180 days. I don't know why my internet is being stupid. Whatever it is, it'll be mid next year. No. Yeah. Beginning of next year. It would be February 15th, 2025. So by February 15th, Owens needs to have this paid in full, or it's going to become more and more expensive for her. Who thinks she'll actually pay it? Or if mommy and daddy are going to pay it for her? Will Clayton ever get the money for his attorney's fees? We shall see. Stay tuned. I will see you in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, do all those things. Bye.